Well, the Little Rock Soiree magazine has done it again with a beautiful new issue on newsstands now. Among the many articles about Little Rock's most notable people, organizations, and happenings is Voices Carry, which shares the stories of addiction and recovery. Today, we welcome Jim Engelhorn, one of the voices featured in the article, and Mandy Richardson, the publisher of the Little Rock Soiree magazine. First of all, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So you have a copy of the magazine.
I do.
Can you tell us a little bit about it and walk us through?
Sure. So every month, Soiree is really focused on informing Little Rock on various nonprofits and their needs, events coming up, and really shedding light on the mission of those nonprofits, but also just communicating with our community on what's happening in town. And so this month you can find a camps guide for all of the moms who are planning what to do with their kids this summer. We've got a great local guide focused on the Heights, where Jim houses his daily efforts, and Hillcrest, Riverdale, and Midtown area, along with some really great stories. We've got a great piece on Our Kids Read and on Ozark Mission Project, and our hope is that you pick up the magazine and really learn about those nonprofits. And we're really excited to be able to be working with Wolf Street and their organization, and that's how Jim and I got to work together this month.
And yeah, and I want to kind of lead into the article we're talking about today, Voices Carry. Tell me a little bit about it. Very powerful stories in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I was speaking with Jim earlier, just saying anytime we can really share personal stories from those who have benefited from the work and the resources that the nonprofits we're highlighting are willing to share their stories, it's such a more impactful way to let people know how to become involved with the organization, the importance of that organization, and how really so many people in Little Rock are saving people's lives. And I think this Wolf Street story is a great example of just that, the work that they're doing, the resources that Wolf Street offers for those needing their services is phenomenal.
Now, Jim, you are one of the featured people in this article. Tell me a little bit about the steps taken to open up about your story.
Well, you know, I became a volunteer on the board of Wolf Street Foundation. I just passed 13 years of sobriety myself. I've been 41 years a jeweler, and it just became, you know, we talk often about recovering loudly so people don't have to die quietly. And so part of what I try to practice in my life is you know, is service. And so when they asked me to sit on the board of Wolf Street Foundation, I of course said yes.
Awesome.
Now we're sharing these stories ahead of a pretty big event that you guys are hosting. Tell us a little bit about the Red Carpet Gala.
Thursday, April 13th, the Red Carpet Gala for Wolf Street Foundation. We are very proud to announce that our speaker, our celebrity speaker, will be Captain Sandy Yon from Below Deck on Bravo. She'll be speaking. She has over 30 years of recovery herself, so it's a great, great event, great message that she'll be bringing for us.
And I went to the event actually last year. Very powerful messages that are shown there. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, again, you know, the more people hear, we try to break down the stigma, and so Mandy and I were talking earlier. Thanks again to Soiree. What a great thing you've done.
Yeah.
We appreciate that so much.
Absolutely.
You know, when people hear a story and they might get the idea that there is a life beyond their addictions. You know, I try to live a life that I don't have to worry again about taking up alcohol. I try to live a life that I don't have to escape from. And that's what the power of recovery can be, and that's what Wolf Street does for people. The foundation does a lot of great work. We solve a lot of the community's problems.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here today and for sharing your story. Really quick before we leave, when can people and where can people buy tickets to the gala, and where can they get the magazine?
Well, you go first.
You can catch us on a website with wolfstreetfoundation.org. You know, they'll be available. The tables are selling out quickly, so there's a lot of availability for that, but there's still some there of a great event.
And if you want to read about Jim's stories and the others that are in this month's magazine, you can pick that up around town, or you can read all of our stories and visit our digital edition at littlerocksoiree.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today, and congratulations on your issue, and good luck at the event this next month.
Thank you.
All right.